Okay, when you had your doubts and you were even considering becoming a Buddhist, okay, this information hit you right between the eyes. I want you to talk to the woman or the man out there. This information, they've never thought about this before. And if this is what you're saying, and the scholars around the world are saying, yeah, this is true, okay, what advice do you give to the person that's on the fence saying, what do I do with Jesus?
Right. Well, I'm always a person to say, well, let's take the data of the gospel. Now let's see what we have that makes us true. And I like Paul Barnett, the Australian historian's comment that in the ancient world, that's what he taught, ancient world, there's no historical tracking like this anywhere. We're not just talking about religion. We're talking about how do we know Julius Caesar did this or that? Certainly not Alexander the Great, a few centuries later. So we have this early material that makes you stand up and take notice, because if you want to know it's true, if you don't have it early and you don't have it from eyewitnesses, you know, but we do. So now that just lays the groundwork to launch in and say, you know, Jesus is looking better and better. We use this phrase, I do. We're thinking, wow, he's worth the investment. He's worth the investment of my life to say, I do to him. And again, if he holds the keys to the kingdom, if he opens the doors to the Emerald City, I mean, you got the best measures in the world rolled into one here.
Yeah. Paul said, believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved. About as simple as it gets, okay? Folks, I hope that you will think about what we've talked about today. You can check it out in any Bible, okay? This is what 2,000 of the most prestigious critical scholars around the world agree that this stuff is early and probably goes right back to Jesus and the early apostles, all right? And if it's true, then the question is, what are you going to do with Jesus? Are you going to put your belief in him? Like Gary says, are you going to say, like in marriage, are you going to say, I do to Jesus? Make a commitment to him? Say, okay, I believe you. I want to live with you. I want to follow you. I hope that you will consider this carefully.